Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I'm Lord Cox here with my casting partner, Cost, right? What's your name?
Yeah, it is.
Cox here, back in action once again. We got Grant going to be hooking us with the obs, but
call me Jack.
Call him Jack, and none other than King Jack.
How's it going, serfs and peasants? Ready for some Dota?
Yeah, you wench. We're good.
I like the rules we had about the observing last time. Grant's observing is about as good as his archery skills. So, you know, for every kill that you miss, let's just have one push-up, and then if you manage to somehow not get through, not miss any kills for the whole game, we'll each do 20.
All right.
One push-up per miss kill.
Yeah, okay.
Otherwise, we all do 20.
I'm good with that. I'm actually not saying a word during this cast, then.
No, that would be a shame.
You can actually see your head even when you put it near the monitor. It's that big, 23 inches.
I'm focused. You saw that. You saw that form, Jack. That's how you observe. You get right there.
That's how Counter-Strike players play, actually, though, for real.
I'm actually so ready.
Serious.
Grant, I hope all these days of solo practice, you know, we had a couple off days. I know you're just streaming like a fiend. I hope they gave you some good practice for what's about to come in the games ahead.
Thank you, Jack, very much. As a king, I appreciate your love. But
we have a draft. It's underway. Let's get into it now. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the debut matchup of Digital Chaos in the brand new Dota season as they take on challengers Leviathan.
Woo! This is the face we did not see quite a while.
Slardar. Back in action in all of his fishman glory.
Jack, you can hit the stop button.
This opening draft over here, is this the Han special? We got the Dazzle and the Bounty Hunter, you know, very reminiscent of Peter over here.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Jack?
Thank you.
The Majesty requires a beverage.
How is it?
Yeah, Venomous of Slardar. That's fun, but Digital Chaos taking a page out of the PPD book, going around the same play style. We're going to get a Bounty Hunter here. That means it's going to be a Bulba Bounty Hunter. This means it's going to be a Moon Meander Dazzle?
Disaster? Were you say Moon Meander Disaster?
A Moon Meander Disazzle Daster. It's going to be weird to see his name above a Dazzle.
You know what's weird? We still didn't see Necrolite today.
Yeah,
right?
I'm hype. And it's not even banned this time.
I think it was banned in the last series.
Yeah, it was, but not this one.
It's not banned this game.
Of course, one of the
Thank
things
you very much.
One of the things of playing against Digital Chaos is you often got to ban that Meepo. So that's a bit of an edge for other teams. I don't think most people want to play against it. Even if they didn't plan on picking it, it's still a ban that you have to throw on it, right?
Do you think Digital Chaos would actually be pulling out Meepos at
Why
King's
not?
Cup, Grant? Do you
think
they
absolutely.
Would? Do you think they would?
It's just a good practice for him.
Yeah, I guess.
His very first FPL game was yesterday. Very first one.
Plays
Meepo immediately, yeah.
Well, did he say he wanted to play Meepo, or did the captain like, oh, I got Abed on my team, so I'm just going to give him Meepo?
I mean, maybe a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Well, the Necro does get banned. We don't have to witness his ugly presence, but we do have to put up with this pointy-headed man. Darkseer comes out as the third pickup. So now we have the Ion Shell Invis Bounty Hunter shenanigans.
Got the pointy head squad here assembled for Digital Chaos. As the man himself likes to say, your life, like your head, lacked a point.
Your life like your head. So what would my life be like?
5 seconds remaining.
I don't have a pointy head, so.
Neither do the rest of us.
So our lives suck?
Yeah, I guess.
Thanks, Jack.
Unless you're the king,
nerds.
then life is pretty good.
Have you ever seen the Coneheads?
I've heard of the movie, but I've never seen it.
I saw they are sleeping, standing upright in some kind of coffins or whatever.
France. We come from France.
I saw it long time ago.
I bet nobody out there seen Coneheads.
I'm sure
like
some
my age
people
is
have.
showing right
Oh,
now.
whoa,
Hi,
whoa.
hello, we're Leviathan, and we third pick Huskar without having Dazzle or Oracle or anybody.
But the thing is, they can get
Oracle.
Oracle.
Yeah, they can get the Oracle. That's the thing. Yeah, they still can. I mean, it's especially good against the Darkseer. Can just purge the Ion Shell and the speed.
Are we watching Team Liquid or Team Leviathan here? This is a Liquid draft.
Yeah, I love how they thought that was kind of a deny pick too, right? Because DC has been, I've seen Mason playing a lot of Husker lately, and they have a Dazzle on that side, and they're like, we can pick Husker here because Digital Chaos can't ban Oracle or pick it. They just have no way, so if they want to do that, they can.
I mean, also Huskar is like, after you see those 3 heroes on the board, Huskar just seems like a good pick in general.
Yeah.
I mean, just watching any of those heroes try to kill a Huskar is really sad. Like, they don't have control for him at all from their supports. You know, I'm the king here, but I'm gonna do a lot of talking. You know, just
say all you want, Jack.
Drop some kingly wisdom on y'all, but it's gonna be very difficult to kill this Huskar.
What do you feel about Huskar when you see him? I'm always super hyped because it's hard to pull it off, to actually make it work.
There you go.
There it goes. I don't know. The hero has a special place in my Dota book.
You have to do shit with Huskar to do well. I mean, I just feel like it feels like there's a motive now on the team.
It does not feel like a 100% Dota hero for some reason. I don't know how to explain it. It's whenever he's picked in the competitive scene, I always feel like, wow, this team feels good about themselves.
Yeah? Oh, you think that picking up a Huskar just says you have a lot of confidence in your play? That you could pull off some sort of cheese strat like this? Do you think Huskar's the only hero like that? Is there other heroes like Broodmother or
it's
anything
just
like
Huskar,
that?
I don't feel like Dota heroes. I mean, you got Techies, you got Invoker. I don't know if you guys have heard my Invoker rants.
Let's hear it.
The game the other day where the Invoker just right-clicked. It was a man fight on the high ground. Me versus me as Sniper versus the Invoker. And, you know, most mages, it feels like a Skywrath mage or Lich, you can't really go toe-to-toe with a Sniper right-clicking. He just handled me. He put Alacrity on himself, no other spells. Fire Orbs. Oh, suddenly he's got more damage than I am, attacking faster. You know, I'm sure most casters are able to do that. But anyway, end rant.
They might actually go for maybe a Sniper or a Viper on DC side. They need some more right-click damage for that Huskar.
Oh,
I mean, they have Sven, but these three do nothing to him.
I think Sniper would be a great pick for Leviathan as well.
Okay. So we're just all looking for Sniper here, huh? Excellent.
Yeah, this draft, I have
No,
to
you're
say,
just hopping on my train, that's all.
I have to say I like Leviathan's draft a lot here. Even if DC, there's some shenanigans early on with Bounty Hunter and Darkseer. If you're able to pick up some kills, it feels like there's too much being put on this Sven.
What's the Jenkins hero? Does he play the Venomancer in the off lane? I don't think he plays.
They can
Slardar,
pick off laners still.
5 seconds
So
remaining.
I don't think you can Broodmother here with the Darkseer and with
They
the
can
Sven.
pick either mid or an off lane.
I would like to see like a Void or something. I think if you can manage to nullify the Sven's BKB or something later on with the Chronosphere, that again, he's in that single core situation where he needs to do all of the damage, right? So if the BKB's down, you get him with Venomancer, you disarm him with the Oracle. Like, it becomes impossible for him to really do anything later on in fights.
Oh, this is such a good puck game, actually.
Could still be
There's
offlane puck.
no way to stun or control this puck. They have a Sven stun, that's pretty much it.
That's gonna be rough.
Hmm.
So, man, we've seen one other Darkseer, right? It was Darkseer Slardar, I think, like 2 days or 4 days ago, I should say.
Was it a Darkseer
I don't
Slardar?
remember.
Yeah, it was.
We definitely saw a Darkseer, but I don't remember if it was a Slardar.
I believe it was. You know, the knowledge in this brain.
Okay.
Overpowering.
My bad.
Sorry, yo, Jag, is there a pink monster in there?
I don't think so.
Or red?
He's gonna have to summon.
man.
Red.
Yo,
can
someone
use
from the
your,
Royal
use your
Court.
king power to get a red one.
Yeah.
Can we refill the stores here? The cupboards have gone
You
dry.
have to yell louder at him.
Production, we'd like to refill the stores.
The king demands more
We need some more casks of
It sounds like
monster.
they have heard you.
The
Say red
cellars
and
are
pink.
empty.
Red and pink, teller.
Red and pink.
Yeah, nice,
Red and
nice.
pink.
Get pink lemonade and whatever red he's talking about.
You're a man of the people, Jack.
Here, Grant, relay your request here to our...
Red, pink, and pink lemonade. Yeah, it's one of
pink
the
tea
T
lemonade.
ones. It's a
That's
rehab.
legit. That's the best one.
Jack, I feel I should. You're the king, and like I feel like I'm. You know,
Yeah,
they
he
look
sh-
down
you
on
sh-
me.
Yeah. We're just
Sorry, Grant,
simple
I'm here. I
people
got your back.
Thanks, Jack,
Just don't miss any kills.
I won't.
All right.
I can miss
so
one kill because I can definitely do 1 or 2 push-ups. That's about it.
Do they go in with mid snowball-y kind of a bursty hero like a TA here to possibly take on what could be a mid lane puck, or
I think
do they
need
get something for the
damage
stun and
from their
damage?
other core for sure.
Oh,
Thank
the
you. Hold
Viper!
on.
Choose your
They do
There's
go
no
for the Viper.
Enchantress.
Thank you very much, Grant.
Oh, thank you.
Wonderful.
Lacoste, Dakota.
I'm good.
I'm okay.
All right, then
I'm
we'll
okay
put
for
these-
now.
We'll put these in the storehouse for
Yes. Thank you, King. Thank you, King. So Viper does come out for Mason. That does mean it's still all on Abed and his
Oh,
Sven to
perfect.
be able to provide the extra bit of lockdown here. Have Leviathan put themselves into a better drafting situation? Do you think, Lacoste? Or do you think Digital Chaos still have plenty of tools available to him to
Thank
kind of
you.
pull this one out?
They have Sven on mid. Is that it?
No. Oh, you're right. Maybe Mason's playing middle then.
Maybe they are swapping the
swap.
lanes. Yeah.
I have seen Mason play a lot of Viper and FPL,
maybe
so it
maybe
wouldn't
that's
doubt me
why.
with a
Yeah, they're
throwback,
just.
though.
I mean,
While
you
they're
can
comfortable
throw a
with it, yeah.
10k player on a safe lane as well. He can farm it.
Yeah.
Back to you, Dakota.
The BSJ Huskar, classic. One of
I'm
the
hyped.
originals
Yep.
in the BSJ Foundation. Burst into the scene with a lot of Huskar and Troll Warlord play. So
I have to say, I really would have liked to see the Void here. The lack of lockdown is a problem for him. If you look at the heroes on the other team, a lot of them also have very spammy spells, and so that's where you get extra value out of the time dilation. For the most part, their cooldowns are pretty important. You're talking about Bounty Hunter with like Track, with Invis, with Shuriken, all like low cooldown spells with Dazzle as well. So, and they can get more damage scaling out of it too. So, I would have liked to see Void last pick, and I can't get over saying that. So.
All right.
let's get into it, folks. We're hopping into the action right now. It's Leviathan versus Digital Chaos. Digital Chaos in their debut of the Dota season and their debut here at Kings Cup America, hoping to start things out with a win, of course, here in their matchup against Leviathan. Bulba, of course, being on that Bounty Hunter 4 position, already well out to get a bit of intel and possibly drop a ward. While back at mid lane, indeed, there it is. Moon Meander on the Dazzle, a site we have not really seen before, but there he is, the new captain and shot caller for the team. Going to be trying to save some lives along the way.
Look at the selflessness. He's bought everything and basically just has tangos and clarity to start with.
He has 80 gold, so one branch could just fill one more extra slot. Before, the branch description was wearing one of these will ensure a good game. It does not anymore, something different.
Yeah, no more fun in Dota.
Yeah. Let's check what it is.
It's pretty lame. I just read it.
A seemingly ordinary branch. Its iron-like qualities are bestowed upon the bearer. Yeah.
Wow.
You can also plant it to taunt people. Remember we saw
That's
that
true.
yesterday.
So me and Jack were playing pub, and this guy just taunted Jack, spending 50 gold just to tease him, troll him.
Sounds like you had to be there.
Well, they get a nice early bit of intel to spot out that ward, does Bulba. And Bulba not able to take away the bounty rune from BSJ, but he gets a few pot shots in before making his way back up to that top lane. So it looks like it could possibly be a bit of an aggro setup for DC as they start things out, leaving MSS on that Darkseer to be in the bottom lane matchup against him versus Jenkins. How do we feel about Darkseer versus Venomancer?
Should be fine for Darkseer. He'll have enough farm. I mean, Venomancer can't really kill those creeps that fast.
I've heard very different perspectives on that. If the Venomancer is able to get up some early levels, I think he actually should be able to take the Darkseer's tower pretty quickly. I don't think the Darkseer can really pressure him.
Of course he can. First couple of levels, just look at the
fast.
CS game. I mean, Venomancer can't really stop, remove the shield. It'll be just an easy lane for Darkseer. I mean, you can't stop Darkseer from farming with any ranged hero on 1 versus 1. Look what he's doing already.
Yeah, the early levels are a bit of a struggle. But
Yeah, of course Venomancer will get farm once he gets those snakes leveled up.
Top lane is where we're seeing a lot of the frisky action really come out. It's DC really pushing what they can with this aggro line to take it to BSJ. BSJ will be bullied back under the tower, forced to use the salve, but Bulba laying it on thick here along with Abed. I mean, you have a lot of confidence now knowing that that bottom lane with MSS and Darkseer is going to be bringing in a lot. You can put this kind of attention here. Plus, you're pulling the focus of Nushim on this Slaughter to also stay here, so they can't even intercept or cause any ruckus on that mid lane matchup either. Which is what the Puck Viper matchup seems to be pretty neck and neck at the moment right now.
Yeah, once Viper starts leveling up that corrosive skin, Puck won't be able to actually harass him. There's a null talisman already finished on Puck, so double null. A lot of damage in Puck's favor. That's why Viper had to go for an Toxin level 2. There's a region on the bottom, no one there to pick it up.
No, they're going to let that one slide. Nushim going very deep, though, to swipe up the DC bounty rune here. That's when Bulba's just going to take off and try to scout out the other side, but that one had already been taken away. So good movement here from Leviathan.
Jenkins fitting a lot of gold from those snakes. Darkseer already got like 4 of them. He should be careful using those at early levels. 200 HP only. Darkseer has a lot of right click.
Abed able to move in and swipes up the first blood, taking down Masta Kenshiro there.
He's got to be careful there. I mean, obviously he knows his Slardar's gone. So with the tri-lane still there, they have kill potential on him.
Yeah, Slardar did show himself in the mid lane, bopping Mason a bit, so once he was spotted, the call was probably made. He's trying to run in to maybe get that courier, but it had already passed, so Nusham just trying to, still find his way in this early game here.
Huskar's gone bottom, so...
The lane placement from DC at the start gave him so much advantage because Huskar and Oracle want to be against the Darkseer.
And of course.
Darkseer has TP ready. If they want to swap the lanes, it will favor. Yeah, they're already doing it. It favors Darkseer a lot. And Sven as well. He has that neutral camp near his side, so he can actually stack it and farm it.
There he goes. MSS to the top lane to continue his hot start. And like you mentioned, Sven goes to the bottom here, and Moon Meander will be able to TP down there now and join him. Bulba still hangs around, though. I mean, maybe you throw an Iron Shell into your Bounty Hunter, and you might have some possible kill potential here. Bottom lane, though. Long shot comes out from that Fortune's End,
nice
locks him in
stun.
place, but beautiful stun follow-up comes out from Nusham here, and they're going to be able to get a kill themselves, taking down Moon.
Well, they need to rotate with Bounty Hunter and Dazzle as well. Sven also lacks some mana to actually be efficient on the lane, so they can pressure them. Has a magic stick ready. Also he went for Stormhammer level 2 because it's been nerfed in the latest patch, so it does not stun for 2 seconds anymore. Plus the damage scales also really well.
Yo, Jack, you taking notes on this observing or what?
Don't speak too soon, Grant. Remember, Grant, what's at stake here?
Yeah, I know.
1 push-up per missed kill. My goodness.
Man, that's actually pretty light penalty.
I was
Really
I was thinking you were going to say 5 per kill or something.
I mean,
we'll just go easy on Grant the first time. I'm
Fair
I know
enough.
I can't do push-ups. I just can't. Have you seen my noodle arms?
Just chug a monster.
That's why I'm being
before
nice
you
to
do
my
it.
subjects, Grant.
Oh, thank you, kind sire.
Kind Saya. Okay. Rotation. Bulba now getting in on the action here to the bottom lane for DC as Nusham is rotating over.
Kenshiro needs to be careful.
He's already making the move, though. They're trying to get the jump once again, this time for Abed. BSJ, though, under the gun, forced to retreat back. The stun's there from Nusham to slow him on down, and they're not going to be able to catch up with the Huskar, so he goes right into the heal. And Leviathan will be able to step off. They were the team initiating a gank attempt there, but we'll have to hit the showers.
I think they should have just scouted a little bit, try to find Oracle. He has no boots of speed with Orb of Venom. It's a pretty secure kill.
He doesn't even have a level yet in the Fate's Edict, going with the 2 points, of course, into Purifying Flames to get the extra burst of damage, which he may use here. Abed's pretty far, though, but looks like he will be able to run out from the trouble. Gotta be careful, though. The Purifying Flames plus just 1 casual right-click of BSJ could put him under.
And they get so much out of this shrine usage. All 3 heroes are full mana and HP. This is why offlane was called the new safe lane for quite some time, especially when you could pop a shrine before 5-minute mark.
Now, our mid lane matchup is still pretty close here, even after Mason's bringing in the levels. 36 and 10 to Puck's 33 and 11. So is that more impressive for Sammy Boy in this mid lane?
Yeah, Sammy Boy is doing a good job on that mid lane against Viper. Usually Viper dominates the lane, but Puck... I mean, Puck is not threatened about the Bounty Hunter rotations unless he uses Orb too offensively.
Yeah.
And that Bounty Hunter was showing on the top lane quite a bit and on the bottom, so he can actually be aggressive on the lane if needed.
He's level 7 now. He has Coil. They could use that in a rotation. He steps off the lane for now to farm up and could reappear in a lane to take action. Bottom lane is where action is already breaking out. A move for Moon, and he's going to get blasted on down. Still no level yet into that grave, so he just commits out the heals and poison while he can. And that's going to be Leviathan just picking up another kill, barely pulling ahead 2-1. But now the return of Moon back to this bottom lane.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, I think this tri-lane could have gone even better for Leviathan as well. I just think it's so hard to get damage onto this Huskar early. Like they've actually been giving up some kills. Or there have been times when one of their heroes leaves the lane.
They burst apart and do manage to get a turnaround kill
that's
onto Bulba.
No, they were right next to each other, the kills.
The Mason was leading in with the Viper Strike, but couldn't get the commitment finish on the Nushim here, and Leviathan get another. Oh, so you got that kill?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I mean, the
saw him.
Husker kill.
I saw his camera. It was there after
was?
the kill, but still,
Yeah, okay,
he moved right away.
That's just one, Grant. Just one.
I mean, I don't feel that's
His sensitivity on this mouse is not that good.
nuts.
Not used to it, so.
Thanks, Lacoste.
Look, I didn't ask you to make excuses for him. I mean, you know, miskills.
Sorry,
Nice,
King.
just,
I will do my one
The
push-up.
way it is, Jack, you changed your mouse sensitivity because you changed the computer yesterday, and you were complaining the whole game about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
That's different. I was feeding. He's just observing.
Yeah, I'm feeding the people with his knowledge.
Hell yeah. He's bringing that to the table.
No, I'll do one push-up, you know. That's the only one I'm going to miss.
Bottom lane, possible rotation coming in from Leviathan here. That Sammy Boy puck.
Oh, they're trying to make a move on Huskar on top, actually.
You're right.
With,
And
with
here
a
comes
wall,
Oracle.
plus the TP from Oracle, they really did not have enough damage to take him down. Unless they have double Iron Shell. It's only level 1 Berserker's Blood, so when you think of a Huskar, you think he has like super magic resistance, but not the
Last
normal
attack.
level.
It's not going to get out.
He got rid of both of those while back at mid lane. The Viper strikes out. They're looking to go for Jenkins here, but they do manage to get the crush onto Mason. They will take him down before Jenkins going to get dropped. Jenkins actually lives on. Meanwhile, MSS will get the finish on BSJ, but here in mid lane, they still move forward for Moon. Bulba also going down from the fire. Moon trying to survive with the shallow grave, but Sammy Boy dodges out the damage, finishes him off, and heads on back. A double kill for him. Simultaneous action in both lanes, so we'll forgive you, Grant.
Another 3-man
Thanks.
shrine. They can come back into the action and farm those ancients real quickly. Slardar needs to get to level 6. They have a really good Roche lineup on Leviathan with Slardar, Huskar, and Veno. The other team not that good of a Roche lineup unless Sven comes to the
Nushim
ulti.
is dead. Slides into the lane and into the open arms of Mason, where he just unloads a gooey poison amount of filth.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Bottom lane, Abed very deep on this tower. Finds himself getting galed up from Jenkins and is going to be forced to TP out. And he'll be safe and make it back home. Jenkins can kind of reclaim the lane back for himself just a bit. And we have Puck's Coil up and at the ready yet again. Is it in Leviathan's best interest to kind of keep taking fights? Do you think that that's what's
10
best for them in
minutes?
their fight?
No, absolutely not.
They need to focus on
We're
not
going
giving up
hero level.
counter kills when they do make a move. I think this tri-lane has gotten much worse than they projected. Like the Huskar is very low level.
Middle.
Yeah,
Doesn't have a
Bulba's
lot
in
of
trouble.
farm.
They have dust.
It's been a very tough game for this Huskar, and they need him to have a good start, I think, to be able to hold up in the mid game. It's going to be pretty tough for him to get back into it.
There's a lot of action, though, happening outside of the Huskar's game on the team. If they're taking fights like that one we just saw in the mid lane and making picks, the attention could be drawn away from BSJ and allow him to be able to, farm and resurface as a stronger Huskar. We'll see if he'll be granted that kind of a time as he finishes out that armlet.
Yeah, the hero catches up pretty poorly, and Viper does well against him as well.
Well, we've seen Huskar game that they managed to make a good comeback.
A tune,
Yeah, it's. I mean, we saw Pycat struggling on that Raid King to get back into the game, but it's a different hero. Huskar, not the best comeback hero, but still can make a lot out of it, especially with some clutch armlet toggles.
I mean, on the other side, the Sven isn't, like, leagues ahead of where the Huskar is either. I mean, he's just barely pushing ahead.
We don't know. We have hero levels on the screen.
No, we don't.
So 10 minutes is not
net
acceptable,
worth
but
for a while.
11:36 is.
Well, you want to wait till the first hero hits level 10, which was actually Jenkins on that Veno, and then you want to switch over to net worth.
All right.
I feel like I just have the knowledge of 1, but the power of 5. You guys know what I'm saying?
And then the heart of 4.
The heart of a lion.
The heart of a lion. The prostate of a clam.
Yeah.
The prostate of a clam. Nice, I like that one.
Up top.
Noosh. Nice sidestep from Moon to avoid the stun. Bulba's going to continue his pursuit. He has the track out now. Mason shows up, gets that Viper strike, and it looks like the first set of track gold is going to be going in the pockets of DC.
So Mason decides to go for Helm of the Dominator. Is there ice armor once again against the Huskar and Slardar? It would be cool.
Yeah, that
They
seems
just need
pretty
to find
filthy.
it. Is there any in the forest? Nope. Okay, there is one.
Where's it at? Over there? My man's gonna have to travel across the world to get it. Jack, you see I'm pinging over here because that's where the ice ogre is.
Brilliant.
What would you like me to focus on, Jack? As the king?
Yeah.
Is
No,
there
you do
anything
you,
like, no,
Grant.
during downtimes? Like,
You do you, Grant.
what's your favorite
so
hero
far.
in this game? Vano?
You're doing great so far.
We're going to Vano.
Why'd you have to ask that question? Of course it's that.
chill.
No, I want to see the Huskar. I want to see what the Huskar does this game.
You might have to watch top lane, though, because
Already
Newsom's
there.
already making his move in for Mason pretty deep. Hits him with the amp damage. There's the follow-up from BSJ. The right click should be there. Newsom, though,
Oh, that Mason
eats
was
a lot
so
of
deep,
damage.
but there was no backup for him, and he was hitting a tier 2 tower.
yeah.
And he might actually see them coming from here, or were they smoked?
It
No,
looked like
yeah,
they
they
came
were
up through
smoked.
the
They were
river,
smoked, yeah, they were smoked.
but
Still too deep.
maybe could be somewhat of what you would consider a productive death, if you say space created as they
They
travel up
don't
to the
have
top
great
lane.
space with
But
Viper.
yeah, well,
We have Bounty Hunter for that.
very
stuff.
safe jungle period for Abed then on Sven, but he may need some help. Top lane, the push is coming. Already our first rotations are out. There's MSS. Now showing up to game. He actually already has the mech now complete. It's on the way over, and he already has a Blink Dagger queued up. It's the follow-up.
Oh, does BSJ wish he had a...
Dust, huh?
Dust, yeah.
Under attack.
He's close by, but he's been hit with a track.
Wow, this puck is so farmed. His top net worth actually Whale and Blink 14 minutes in. That's
Yes.
so good.
Pretty damn good.
Yeah. Plus he have bottle. He wants to just to pop a shrine, get some mana, regen up. Does not want to pop a shrine. Seems so. They're gonna make some big plays with this invis, I guess.
Mask of Madness now complete for Abed. Him and Moon are currently smoked up, adventuring to the bottom lane where Newsham's all alone. This may be a free kill. There goes the Stormbolt. Quickly dishes out the God Strength and starts running himself in there in the action, and then they decide that's okay.
Not the best gank we've seen.
Yeah, only the Stormbolt is what's there to lock him down.
And there's no tower there either, so...
Efficient
Bed's
farming. Farm a bed just TPing straight to Ancient
Moon's still
stack.
hanging. He may have taken too long to TP out, so he's going to get spotted. Yep. He's gone.
That's productive. That.
Could have possibly TP'd out sooner, but decides to hang around a bit. Meanwhile, Bulba's going to be able to get deep with the ward, but he got pinged out right away, so they may have seen that ward go down.
Has fallen.
There was
Grant, you
some
got
wards
any
there.
backstory about why Abed's playing the carry in this and Mason the mid?
It's just Mason's far more maybe you want to... Mason's far more comfortable in FPLNA. He's been playing a ton of Viper, just middle. Maybe if they knew this draft was coming, just possible. Like, you don't want your 10k hero on a Viper even. Like, right? I mean, 10k is very high. And I wouldn't say Viper is the highest skill ceiling. I would say that's why. Just Mason's been playing it a ton.
Yeah.
And maybe Abed's moved positions and no one knew. I mean, we knew the leak of the players. Did we know the positions, Jack?
No, Grant.
All
Thanks.
right. You're
Omni-Fan
welcome.
could be wrong.
Continuing to serve the people.
Anytime, even as being one of the people, I will serve the people. Thank you, King. It's a Blink Dagger on Sven.
He's got that done.
Blink, Mask. They can definitely take a fight. Like, if they jump on BSJ without the Oracle there, he's just dead.
They should aim for the Oracle, or just control the Oracle and kill the Venomancer before the fight. They don't have pretty much anything to still lock the puck down. That's going to be a big problem.
DC are being a lot more efficient here. I mean, a lot of these ganks have either whiffed or not gotten too much for Leviathan, and Sven's had a lot of time to farm. We're going to have a first huge engagement of
Yep.
the game here, I
This
guess.
is a massive rotation coming out from DC to fight it out here in the bottom lane. Who's going to be spotted out? BSJ jumping in confidently, quickly takes out Bulba. Now swinging in from behind is going to be Abed. They lock him down with the coil. He's able to chunk right through Jenkins. And it's going to be a 1-1 split. But now it looks like Leviathan have decided to part ways here. Master Kenshiro still hanging about, has the ulti.
got that
Meanwhile,
one.
Sammy Boy is going to be able to get the finish takedown. Abed clears another. Master Kenshiro could go down next and will then fall.
Yeah, I missed one of those.
3 for 2 trade. Abed swinging in a triple kill as he takes all of them down.
Yeah, that Blink Dagger before the Echo Saber, usually that's the kind of classic build on Sven, Mask of Madness into Echo Saber. Blink Dagger gives him more mobility because they have no initiation whatsoever, so they can't keep him in a fight. But if he goes in, he always have Dazzle behind him, does not have to worry about dying. And popping that ulti will just give him extra strength to survive. I mean, you're not gonna focus a Sven who's already in with God Strength popped.
Man.
If you're Leviathan, you have to be able to slow the Sven down. You have to make sure either Dream Coil or Gale or Disarm from the Oracle goes onto him before he gets the BKB. Because if he's just allowed free reign in these fights, you can't hold the line, especially with the Huskar, who's a little bit behind on levels and items. They have to make sure that something that holds the Sven in place lands on him.
He's been 4 levels, quite a bit of farm.
What's that little number 2 below the DC logo up top mean?
How many people are rooting for him? Or it used to be penance. I don't know what it means now, though. But there's not a DC penance, so I have no clue.
Oh, Nushim gets a good catch on the Bulba here. Hits him with the corrosive haze.
Bash, run his head.
And they bash him down. Oh, follow him. Stun cancel of MSS's TP and a forward flip from BSJ. They're going to somersault their way into a couple of kills.
Definitely, got scared. I was about to miss that one, Jack, but you saw me get there.
Oh, Sammy boy.
Yeah, you
Trying
done
to kill a Dazzle.
Yeah.
Snap.
Silence, one more shot. Okay, just like that, Leviathan stringed together 3 kills across the map.
Oh, I don't think you can kill him.
Snap.
Oh, there is a
He has blink.
Mason.
Oh,
Blink ready.
and he's gone. That's
Yeah,
Puck.
that's gonna be a problem. As I mentioned, no lockdown for Puck whatsoever. I mean, Sven's not gonna commit to trying to stun a Puck.
I think this is the type of situation when you get those kills onto the Darkseer and stuff that maybe you try to threaten Roshan. 'Cause again, like there's a lot of Leviathan heroes bottom, but I'm not sure if that's the best use of their time right now. I'm trying to lock off the jungle, but there's nothing really happening in that jungle anyway. And if they try to threaten this tower, they can get rotated on pretty quickly without help being available. There's travels up on the Puck. I like that as well. Just being able to get to these fights, take advantage of his incredible start in this game.
Silence out. Comes across Bulba. Noosh also will have to stun and walk away. Just a little bit of flirting here in the mid lane.
It's
at the
become a
moment.
lot of flirting as the wraparound.
Oh, they
here
got the
centers.
Grove on him right now. BSJ just front flips in, looks to go for Moon. Moon able to get off the grave. No TP though, so it's a slow death for him. Maybe could get denied, but on the high ground. When the jump is going to be there and Bulba goes down. Jenkins gets that finish on the Moon. DC Mason's going to have to fly himself out of there.
Yeah, no, Abed's got to be careful. He used his God Strength, but I think he has a
He can't
nice
blink. The
combo.
snake is hitting him. Oh, what a stun!
Whoa! Moving wall. Stun
the
comes out.
Disarmed.
They go into fight. He has to run his way right back through the wall here. Man, BSJ barely holding on alive with the help from Master Kenshiro. They will be able to make it away with their lives. It's still a favorable trade, I'd say, for Leviathan there.
DC will need to pop that BKB on Sven prematurely because there is one disarm. Huskar is making Heaven's Halberd as well. And if the Gale is used on him before he pops a BKB, he's gonna be just slowed so much in a fight. One of the waves to counter the Sven. Also, he needs to be careful about those wards. It's so irritating to play against. He can't really blink.
Top lane. Bulba kind of setting up a bit of insight here as far as what BSJ's doing. You already talked about the halberd that's being completed.
It feels like Bulba has far less impact than Misery had on his. He's level 7 at 21 minutes in. They've been carrying dust. They have sentry. Like right now, they saw middle because they have sentries down. Leviathan's doing a good job of keeping Bulba on lock. And Sammy, boy, still, he's only second in farm. Sven has taken the lead, obviously. That's one of your things, right? As I wouldn't say a 10K player, just a really good player. You know how to abuse the map. You'll see Arteezy do it. Like, they just understand how to move around the map and farm. It seems like Abed knows how to do it quite well.
Yeah, and then the other side, it feels like it's just too much onto the shoulders of this Huskar for how low he is on the net worth.
Yep.
So as the game goes on, I would only feel more comfortable for DC as it gets closer to that late game. But
yeah, Leviathan don't really have a way of stacking or clearing camps with the same efficiency as DC. And so DC are okay kind of rope-a-doping them, giving up a kill here or there. Any kill they take back, they have track. and the farming efficiency. So I think Leviathan has to move for a bigger objective soon. The next time they get a fight or the ult are down, they need to take Roshan. I think start threatening more of DC's objectives. Because if this continues, I think ultimately the cores have too big of a lead on DC.
Yeah. But possible call to action here for Leviathan as they head their way through their woods. A jump in from Newsham to be able to spot out Bulba. And that should be good enough for them to be able to get the finish with the help of BSJ.
Oh, instant false promise pop.
I guess to be safe. That will heal him up, certainly. Just a casual pick off here. Bulba's been kind of...
They've got to get either this tier 1... I mean, they're going to get the Roshan off the bounty hunter death, but they have to try to threaten this tier 1.
Yeah, it's good to get these kills, but Leviathan need to push to get those +1s. That tower takedown.
Mason doesn't care. He'll just keep hitting creeps.
Yeah, and he got the Alpha Wolf, not the Ice Ogre. I mean, just team damage all around.
Ooh, and a smoke.
Not bad.
DC on the move here.
Let's watch our boy Abed right here.
MSS right behind him has the blink and mech good to go. BKB is up and in full form with 10 seconds. Bulba leads out the charge first. Spot some wards. They ring around the corner. Jenkins is already there. Is that their best target? Nearby is Newsham, and it looks like they'll have to settle for that. They blink in to go for the chase after he tries to make it away. Gets a good crush and the force, and he's going to live.
Newsham, God.
Wow, I thought he was dead for sure, but...
No, the Wolf, Mason.
Good slide out.
All right,
down
Mason's
goes
actually
the
making me angry now.
He just force feeds out the poor little wolf just as he adopts it. It's a real shame. As a dog owner, I don't like to see that.
Yeah, does your dog give you plus damage?
Oh,
Gives me plus
BKB pop.
Abed catching out the puck on the high ground here, but is this puck going to slip through his fingers? Maybe.
Yeah, no blink.
For my time.
Would you say that's worth the BKB charge? Did he even have to?
I don't know, I guess he was just afraid of being dueled. Yeah.
Well, they got the kill, and damn,
700 gold for him, plus some XP. Puck can farm for the next 40 seconds. It's worth it.
Abed's in the going the Daedalus. We haven't seen this in a while. You usually see Bloodthorns. He's a Daedalus kind of guy.
Old school. More so.
Oh,
FPM
Centaur
damage.
Mason?
Moving in. Mason laying it on in with the Centaur to lock down BSJ. BSJ gets the false promise. He looks to move in for the fight. The Hurricane Pike comes out from Mason. BSJ may need some heals to stay alive through the bubble. He's going to be fine. Kenshiro not so much. Throwing himself into the fight while DC hop over the river to chase on to the Banana Slam Jamma Man. They turn him into a split.
Did you say that plays from Master Kenshiro? He just moves straight forward just to buy a little bit of time extra.
Yep.
So Husker can try to run away.
It's like the thing, you just throw your body into the wheels of the truck. Like, just stop the truck.
Jack, you thought I was looking at right. The Venom ult hit 0 people.
Yeah, he didn't ult that.
The thing is, you cannot use Venom ult and then force stab. That doesn't work. It might have used to work in the past. That does not work. You have to force stab then Venom ult, or else because he just hit nobody. It looks like he hit people because of the animation, but you can't do that anymore. You have to force stab then ult. Sorry, that's just mechanics with Grant.
Mechanics with Grant. Thank you, man.
You're welcome.
Also, little thing that I noticed, Husker went in, then Viper just used Hurricane Pike on him, and he was out of position, could not attack, had false promise on him. Nice play there by Mason.
Yeah, unless they get more force stats on Leviathan's team to shove their Huskar in for the fight, it's going to be tricky. Jenkins has one, but...
yeah, once the pipe is up on the Dark Seer, it's going to be pretty impossible for Leviathan to actually fight. And the Guardian Greaves after that, plus some, maybe even a BKB on Viper. Looks like a tough game for Leviathan. They need to try to smoke up, get a kill. If they want to win a team fight, they need to try to focus Dazzle, just kill him quickly with Slardar +1, Puck probably.
By the way, that number 2 on DC went up to 3, so I'm a bit concerned.
Oh, I think it's how many people have your gold emote, now that I remember.
Your gold emote?
Yeah, the 5 gold cards.
Oh,
I believe.
Really?
Yeah, I believe that is correct.
Oh,
he's
he
saying
actually
I'm wrong,
stunned the
Jack?
creep on mid. Oh.
No, I
Three
just
of them,
wanted to hear the sad trombone. It's been some time.
Alright.
I think you're seeing from this game kind of the difference between a team that has like elite tier TI players and one that has maybe less experience and less accomplishment. I think just in terms of the efficiency of DC, it's really won them out this game. Like those small decisions when they decide to smoke, what they're getting off the map when they're not smoking and doing team movements, I think they're getting so much more. I think what you're seeing from Leviathan is often something you'll see with like teams playing against better opponents where, you know, there's a lot of focus on getting those kills, on moving together and having advantages in those fights. DC are okay with that.
Mid lane, they are squaring out under the tower. Jenkins moved in with his ulti to try to go for the finish on Moon. They end up losing their own Oracle. Moon holds his grave, holds the heals, and holds the line. They're going to be fine. Sammy Boy just grabbed every rune in the game, it looked like. What was that?
Friggin' grab one bottle, grab one, I don't know. He's just soaring. The problem is this puck pretty farmed, but he's going to have an Ags. I guess that's a decent counter to Sven.
That's what he's going for. He's going for the control here.
Yeah.
Well, I'd say the next window for Leviathan might be as this BKB starts to go down a little bit. If they don't get a big advantage with this Aegis, then maybe they can start taking some fights and keep Sven out of it. But it's going to be tough before then. I think they'll lose all their towers and maybe even a lane before that happens.
Yeah, they have a full Daedalus coming on the chicken, so if they win a fight, they could easily push base.
The control's good for Leviathan. I just get concerned where the damage is going to be coming in. It's not going to be the Veno if the pipe's done on MSS. Feels like it's mostly on, you know, BSJ.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I don't know if it's going to be enough. But DC will continue their shift on over here. They have Jenkins slowly trying to whittle away towards that mid lane tower, but you know, DC are in the kind of position where they can play this economy game and just kind of farm up and go for maybe the greater win condition at the end of the game, as it only gets easier for them as the game does progress. You know, what started as like a 2K advantage has already shot up to a 5K advantage at this moment. So they're just farming the map even faster and better.
Yep, Solar Crest on Bounty. They can take fights if they want, or like you said, they can just keep having the Viper farm a lane, have the Sven farm a lane, plus the jungle. They're in no rush.
Now, they may have spotted Bulba here at the top, but while they do that, oh, MSS almost gets the cancel of that TP. They do manage to get that kill on the Bulba, though.
Oh, Mason has Heaven's Halberd as well. So Husker needs to go for a BKB.
He does not have one queued up. He's hoping to finish out the AC first, so BKB is...
It's going to be a tough time
for
be a
bit of a wait.
Husker with the Pike and Heaven's Halberd.
Yeah. For sure. Arcane Rune out in front. Abed gladly take that. Could use it with the God Strength. That'd be pretty swell. Looks like he's hoping to get a catch onto somebody. Jumps through the mid lane. Nice vacuum pullback. And the Kenshiro Master will be taken out of the game.
He saw both of them. He thought he had both of them. That's why he planted the wall down, because he knew two heroes were there, but barely missed out on the Veno.
I like this build on this one. I tend to go for it. I'm not a big fan of Echo Saber. It's good, but if the game is not doesn't game too well, you need to commit to early Blink Dagger. So he goes for Daedalus for the most damage output. Then he wants to go for MKB because there is Heaven's Halberd missed. There is
Abed.
Solar Crest on Veno.
He's vicious as hell. Jumps in hard, top lane to move and jump in from BSJ, but there's that quick little force action, and they're going to be out the other side. But Sammy moving in, wanting to take a fight, spots out Moon, but Moon's got a Glimmer Cape now. Hides under it and pieces out.
There is potential to fight there. They have pretty good ward vision. They know that Sven's Aegis just expired, along with his ult. BKB still up. I think that was a fight, especially if you commit the buyback that you have to take if you're Leviathan.
Yeah. So their Veno just bought back, and yeah, he was getting close to that Ags, and now he is not.
Nice.
He's still actually reasonably close there, but the problem is we just haven't even seen a full-fledged fight. And like, you have a single target damage like Husker, and then you have a Venomancer and a Puck. Like, you're trying to control them while BSJ does work, and they just haven't been given the opportunity to.
You have Pipe and Greaves on DC, so even all that work that your Puck and Venomancer trying to get out there could be totally negated. Bottom lane, speaking of Venomancer, caught right outside.
Oh, what a play, just getting those
flashed up.
For the
They could just
kill
kill
him with the cleave, yeah.
I'm actually surprised Abed didn't turn on him. Still surprised.
Yeah, they
can't really blink, that's why.
They're extending.
He
and
has
Bulba,
a BKB. I mean, he can just turn.
Oh, he's picking up the invis. They still have corrosion and haze on him. So
The rest of DC are on their tail, looking to move in. The wall has already been committed. On their way back, they may run into trouble. There it is. Mason rolling in, gets the swift finish there. Nushim goes down. Sammy Boy tries to jump in with the orb, but he knows there's really no use. Heads out the other direction, and now it's a DC parade heading up south.
Yeah, his job is now to push out creeps and try to protect the base that way.
Split push.
He's not even going to get to this wave here.
Oh, and look,
That
another
50
wolf.
damage.
They got that alpha wolf again. That's actually so much damage. Like with all these creeps, illusions even.
If Leviathan can't find a good way to hold here, this might as well be the GG call.
And look at that. Helm of the Dominator, 15 attack speed for everyone.
Okay, final hurrah possibly. Sammy Boy does have a coil. Maybe they can catch somebody on the way out. Nope, doesn't look like they're even going to make the commitment in.
That's a really long clip. It's supposed to embody the spirit animal of that bed.
What's that?
It's the same thing.
No, who's Abed's spirit animal?
Whatever this beast is, you can call it whatever you want.
Is it a
I mean, is
hippogriff?
it a chupacabra? I don't know.
Chupacabra.
Isn't that a fake?
Man, that
being?
thing is going for a long time. Let's
It's a mythical creature like Bigfoot.
That embodies the spirit of Leviathan in this game.
Just chaos and doom. Despair. He's an MKB, yeah, I'll bet.
This is the most damage outputs when you can get.
Yep. Maybe, yeah.
He's a
I mean, you want the
monster.
blink utility. What else would you get? Oh, he's just going, yeah, he's going for the... Do you eventually get rid of the blink? If it went, I don't think it's going to go later, but if it actually goes like to
You
60
don't get-
minutes, or do you
Nah,
just keep the
you
blink?
need
You
the
sell the
blink.
Max
You
of
need-
Madness, right?
Yeah. Refresher orb. You can swap it for, let's say, I don't know, AC probably.
BSJ has an AC now.
Yeah, but BSJ won't be able to hit. That's the problem. No BKB, can be disarmed at any time from the Viper. Plus Viper Strike, plus Hurricane Pike, plus another Force Staff.
All right, it's on
That
you,
camera
Leviathan.
angle low. The golem clipping through the dragon with pools of blood. When are you ever going to see this ever again? In any... Oh my god.
Look at this.
okay.
That is a thick ass.
He bleeds. His skin looks like it'd be pretty tough. I don't know how
Actually, no,
he's
it's pretty pancakey. All right, sorry, back to you, Dakota.
That's
The dude's had a medical
Sir
issue.
Jorah Mormont.
Oh,
if they
smoke
didn't
pop.
hear
There we go.
They see
Friend
Bulba.
zone.
Oh,
yeah.
vacuum, there we
Oh,
go. Drops it out. The Poison Nova's going to be unleashed. Immediate triple kill for Abed. DC clean house.
They might just actually call it right here.
Oh.
Wait, Bulba might die. Denied him. Oh, what?
That's two
That's on
push-ups.
me. That is actually push-ups. 3. I'll admit, I missed 3 kills.
And it's now 22-18. Monster fight for Digital Chaos once again. A 4-for-1 exchange, but like you mentioned, that one was even denied there. DC really on the up and up. Now suddenly.
I forgot to specify that they were one-handed push-up.
They're what?
One-handed push-ups, easy.
Oh.
I mean, I was debating you this whole time. I'm gonna destroy those push-ups. I'm gonna look like DC.
Nice.
Almost a full Mjolnir on Viper now.
Do you think you'd be able to do the 100 push-ups a day for 30 days challenge?
I might be able to do the one every 30 days challenge. Maybe, if I'm not getting tuckered out.
Yeah,
The
well,
100 total every 30
Yeah,
days.
100 total for 100 days. Maybe do 2 today, 0 tomorrow. We'll see.
yeah. I mean, that's pretty good for the day.
No, I have no arm strength. I'll just say right now. Imagine Jack at Dota is what I am at arm strength.
Oh, wow. Don't be so hard on yourself. Pressure coming in from DC now. It might be time for closure. Feeling pretty damn confident after that recent fight. Hoping to get a little bit more here as they begin to approach a high ground of Leviathan here. Leviathan's lineup, I mean, high ground defense, it's okay. Not amazing.
They have the weave on, so they're going to be armor pushing in. Or not. Whatever.
DC for now dancing between the top and middle lanes on how they want to weasel their way.
Oh, that buyback set Venomancer's so far back from that Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah. Oh, he went Boots of Travel, too.
Oh, that's why.
That's why, too. Yeah, the
Yeah.
buyback into...
Yeah, you don't want to... If you're in that kind of a position, you don't need Boots of Travel. That's,
If you're in a
that's
losing
2K,
game?
Yeah, that's 2K spent for nothing. Boots
And
of
what is
Travel
he-
not going to do anything. You're not going to split push. He's not even on any other lane. It's
Now, what is he traveling to? I mean, is he going to be able to
Fifth
go to a creep
dimension.
when they're being fountain capped? I don't know.
showing you in 5th dimension, Jack.
Yeah. No,
Lacoste, that's just crazy talk. Where did you come up with these crazy terms?
No, but yeah, I remember actually this was very early Dota 1 2. This was like 2007. Merlini, he taught me 2 tips. That was one of them. Why go Boots of Travel if you're in a losing game?
Yeah.
It actually makes 0 sense.
And
Unless
in
you're like...
2K17, it still makes sense.
Yeah, thanks, Merlando.
What times we live in, eh, Lacoste? What times
We
we
just
live
traveled from 2K7 to 2K17 really quickly,
Can be
controlling those traveling dimensions.
Lots of pressure onto the tier 3 and on the BSJ, but nothing too threatening yet. Just more of that unhealable damage coming out on tier 3.
I think they wanted to bait out the false promise there, but this is just a slow grind.
I don't even think they care. Like, Mason can actually just... He has the Aegis. Every time Husker jumps on him, like Lacoste said, that he's instant Hurricane piking him. Super smart.
Tier 3 is down. Raxes are now exposed. All of DC still wait behind Mason as he has that Aegis. Now we're seeing the wraparound. The good old wraparound coming out from both Noosh and Sammy Boy from behind here. Oh, MSS.
He didn't see him.
Didn't see him, but the smoke was popped. Now they're going to be spotted as the creeps come in. There's the behind-the-back play stun coming out onto Mason. BSJ, though, can't even make it outside the base. Mason begins to unload
Nice play
onto
by
him.
Sammy.
Yeah, 3-man coil onto
Oh, he
Sammy,
misses again.
disrupting.
Not bad. Nice dodge.
Vacuum, pull back here. They'll pop out the greaves. Leviathan may need to head back indoors now, but at the top, Mason already able to get a hold of Master Kenshiro. Takes him down. BSJ could be
he's
the
gonna
next
heal.
focus, but Mason gets helped out from Moon with the Grave and a Lotus. Finally will cost him his Aegis here. Abed, though, happy to take it to him. Moves on in, looking to get a hold of Sammy Boy, but there's the Biff. There's the sidestep. There's the Yules. Nice crush from Nusham to bail out his friend. DC are just going to go to the prize at hand here. They get the one wipe. They'll go in for the racks, and this could be the beginning of the end, guys. There it is.
It's
BSJ.
the end of the end.
It's the end of the end. This one belongs to DC as they are going to be successful on their King's Cup and Dota season debut.
Oh, he's not gonna get the kill.
Poor Sammy Boys with the tag bad at Dota. I don't think you're bad at Dota. He played the best out of his team easily.
He did. He played really well that. But obviously it's still going to be a bit of a heartbreak there as Digital Chaos will take the win.
It felt like early game. Obviously the early kills go to Leviathan, but like Jack said, if you don't get anything out of those early kills, like movement, towers, anything, it doesn't matter. Abed's going to be farming the jungle. He's going to be farming a lane the entire game. So unless you're killing him, it just doesn't mean much. Abed was just farming the entire game while being involved in kills.
Yeah, what's the
14-0-5.
difference then? Because we've seen games like with PyCat where he's able to just farm all game, but I don't see PyCat finishing games 14-0. Is there something that Abed does a bit differently,
Well,
or his team does?
He's a Sven, and PyCat was playing Morphling and Spectre. Like, they don't farm as quickly as Sven. Also, Sven is a better laner than those because of his Warcry. Like, you see aggro tri-lanes even with Sven. That extra
but the
armor is so
build,
good.
he goes for also makes a lot of difference. He went for full magic wand, bought magic stick at the start to have some mana and sustain because he was at the tri-lane. Then he skips the Echo Saber build, just goes full dataless, and I mean, first of course he went for a Blink Dagger, then BKB, so they can't control him in the fights. Then he goes for a full dataless, just to max the damage output.
And there you go, Abed's stats up there.
And I mean,
14
he's not afraid of using the ulti. He participates in 19 out of 26 kills. That's the difference we're talking about. Like playing with your team, utilizing the farm you have.
The map control and the vision they had allowed this Sven to feel very different from most Svens. Instead of, he was able to be like an assassin half the time, right? Like he would just play kind of aggressively, farm, and then look for windows to blow people up by himself. There are a couple of fights where he did that, where maybe some other players might not attempt to do so. So there you see like the individual skill that he possessed, and then. It's kind of a risky build, right? Because if you go like glassy and you're kind of behind, or it's hard for you to take fights, you can get controlled very easily. But that was never an issue for him. They were just ahead on map control the whole time.
Well, if you look at the damage numbers,
the damage too.
it says Leviathan dealt more damage,
That's
but the game was
Venom.
pretty much one-sided yet. But that's all Venomancer. It's
Yeah.
25,000 damage from Venomancer, ulti, and that poison sting wards.
So why didn't they have more assists then? Was Vano getting all the kills and no one else was, or because
Oh,
they
Puck
have
was
18
getting
kills?
all of the kills.
Yeah, so shouldn't there be more assists, or is it just only the Vano getting assists? Wait, let me.
I mean,
look.
Newsham looks like he got a lot of assists.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just see,
1-6-10.
they didn't fight
Yeah,
with the
that
Vano.
yeah, that
That's
means
the thing. They just never
these
fought.
lower tier teams they tend to go for like just the pickoffs and nothing happens after that. They don't take objectives. That's the thing.
Yeah. So I think I mean, we do see the BSJ Huskers second time now, a little bit better this game, but I mean, his early game was great, but just going mid to late for him has always been so rough because, I mean, he's against this Sven, and Heaven's Halberd keeps coming out against him, and it's just rough.
I have a slight tweak to that. I don't think his early game was nearly as good as they needed it to be. He gave up a couple deaths. It seemed every time one of his supports left the lane, DC immediately capitalized on that and killed him.
Yeah.
So in that tri lane, like I think if you run that tri lane, you're thinking as Leviathan that you're going to dominate it, because you have a Huskar who like lanes pretty well, isn't easy to kill. Instead, he gave up a couple of kills, a couple of deaths in lane, which entirely slows him down. He didn't have the levels, so he's not a presence and able to kind of fight or control Roshan mid game. And if you're slowed down as a Huskar, again, you don't catch up very well. The hero just by nature doesn't do that. They didn't threaten or take Roshan. They can't take objectives behind him because he feels a little bit, like underpowered and underwhelming. So I think he really probably just died too much early game. It's not just on him. Very good rotations from DC.
Yeah, and the fights they take after they use smoke, they're taking the fights too far away from Roche. If they try to find someone near the Roche pit, near tier 1 tower, get 1 or 2 kills, they can easily just take the Roche, give Aegis to Huskar, then it makes a difference.
Well,
Sounds
Grant,
good
I
to
think
me.
you owe us 2 push-ups.
3.
Well, I was
3
gonna do them.
push-ups.
I'll do them when we come back.
Come back.
Let's add
Yeah.
him up for both games. Okay, let's.
Both
That
games.
seems, that seems
That's
fine,
fair.
'cause
Okay.
we can do it at the last
We're gonna
thing.
we're gonna up things. You're gonna get 5 per missed kill here.
Ooh.
I mean, that we're just gonna. What's 5? You're gonna sextuple is 6, quadruple is 4. What's 5?
Quintuple.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Would you want to bet all the push-ups on that?
Yeah.
All right, me too. All right, he's right. No, all right, so 5, you're just going to quintuple it. Not even double it, just quintuple it.
Yeah, that's right.
Just like that.
No, all right, so Jack then. Oh, well, you're the king. I
You
can't
revealed
say
to
anything.
us, Grant, that these
the
push-ups
king.
are actually nothing for you. So
I said the exact opposite. I have
well,
noodle
maybe
arms.
if you weren't bragging
Look
the whole
at
time,
this.
we wouldn't have had
There's
to
no
up the stakes.
bragging.
Sorry,
If you
dude.
stayed humble and truthful, we would let you go.
No, I feel you, Jack. Next time I'm on the throne, you're fucking done.
It's all right, Grant. Though your observing skills are good. I don't think you'll miss too much.
Well,
next
thank
game.
you.
All right. Well, on that, we'll find out what's going to be happening with Grant in the next series and also what's going to be happening with DC and Leviathan. We cut to a break. When we come back, it's going to be Game 2 of DC versus Leviathan. We'll see you then, guys.
E-gaming bets, online betting for everyone.